the podcast. I'm just here to be here. Special guest. Thank you.
Who's your favorite and who do you hate the worst out of the three of us? And it's okay to say that you hate Sean.
It's okay. That's okay. I would say Sean too.
Delete this. Kevin?
Kevin, will you just delete this?
We're still live.
Oh, you ended on that. Great. Cool. Awesome.
All right.
Hey, considering we were flying blind, we did good.
Yeah.
We normally need Garrett's guidance.
usually.
I actually wasn't going to make any joke about that. I was legit when I started saying it, and then I was like, what do you mean flying blind? What would we be okay? And I don't know why. So I don't know kind of why I got into that.
Can be.
But Eric does a lot, and he's not here, and we were flying blind without him.
I think people at home will think this is one of the better podcasts because it doesn't cut to Eric Cam.
Oh, you know what? Eric steals all the fun when he does his podcast. You know,
fixing XSplit.
behind the scenes stuff is 90% of the fun, and he
I
don't
go on the go home show and cut to my face every 5 seconds.
Exactly.
But I might if this still continues.
Exactly. What?
That his podcast canceled.
Oh.
Shit.
Hey, Kevin, what are you doing for your birthday?
You don't know?
I know there's a thing, but like,
he don't want to say it
anything
on his...
special that you're doing? Like, not
Why
like,
would he broadcast it?
I don't know.
We getting fucking burritos.
I know we're getting burritos, but we're doing
At Santana's
are
on
you taking
El
the day off tomorrow
Cajon
to,
Boulevard
like go like the beach.
at 7 p.m. on Monday.
At 7 p.m. in an open field.
The big booth in the back left of the store.
We'll be wearing red.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything crazy for my birthday.
Are you coming in tomorrow?
Yeah.
You don't have to if you want to take the day off for your birthday.
Whoa, what's this? No, I have
what
to
are you
work on
talking about?
birthday policy.
Since when was that a
Just
rule?
because you don't show up on your birthday doesn't mean he... Okay,
Sometimes
he's
I do.
got a lot to do.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I can't do everything on my own. I can. I don't want to.
I see. All right.
Fuck that, dude. I got to play video games. You really don't have to, Kevin. It was a joke. That's up. Whatever you want to do.
I'll probably come in.
Okay, thank God.
Oh, fuck. That was close.
Phew.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
I want to talk about game days, but we can't. We have nothing to say really. Just that we've been working really hard.
we have
on
been
it.
working
I want to talk about it too, but man,
Hey,
we're working on it.
we're working hard on it. We're going to be announcing details soon. We are smoothing out all the details. You know, it's going to be May soon. I know people out there are starting to wonder, you know, usually this is when you guys start talking about it. We're going to have details soon.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything on the main podcast. This is the after show. This is, you know, you guys are in with us, so we can give a little bit more details.
Exactly. You know, on that subject, running any event is hard as fuck.
Yeah, it's tough.
And all this shit that happened this week with Fyre Fest.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a kick out of it.
That on the
I got a
podcast.
kick out of it. Just being the guy who has organized game days and then reading all the excuses for Fyre Fest is, we've never done an event before. We never knew. This is the first time we tried it. And I just thought, like, well, yeah, dumb fucks. If it's your first event, don't try to put on a $5 million event where you rent an island.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb.
Hey, we if you notice, the people who go to game days, if you notice, we gradually level up every year.
Organic.
It's hey, that was good. Let's go a little bigger.
Yeah.
We never had guests before. Let's have a guest.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, that went good. Let's have 2 guests.
Let's have a booth too.
Let's try one booth.
Like, it's just because we don't want to jump into, all right, fucking Staples Center, game days, we're going to do this. Oh, fuck. You know, only, you know.
And honestly, I'm not going to name any names. We've been around for a long time.
Yes.
We're the grandfathers of YouTube.
Yes.
We have seen more than one convention come and go.
And
they are the nicest, most ambitious people who should be successful.
Yeah.
But they just reach too far and they fall too short and
close to the
they
sun.
crash and burn.
Not going to say anything.
Lots of people.
Rooster Teeth. Is RTX still? Oh, that's still a thing?
no,
Oh,
that's
shit. Oh, never. Oh, fuck. I was wrong.
There's like 8 of them now.
No, I was just kidding. The reason I bring that up, the reason I bring up Rooster Teeth is actually that during all that Fyre Fest stuff, Gus tweeted about it.
Oh,
and he said, it gives me cold sweats just looking at the Fyre Fest stuff because running an event is so hard. I've in the stretch towards RTX stayed up for days not sleeping just to get things right. And I was gonna say, and I don't think I did, but I intended to reply to him and say like, yeah, hey, game days is 100th of RTX, and it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to coordinate it. Just that the small event that we do is hard, and every year there's challenges, and every year we want the to put out all the info and put tickets on sale way earlier, but we hit snags every time. And last year, actually, we don't need to go into it all right now, but you'd be surprised, Derek, how late the info came out on it. I bet you actually don't remember how late it came out.
Game days?
Yeah.
It was real late.
It was later than any of us, than I ever remembered. I looked at it and I was like, man, I did not.
I remember thinking like, we need to announce this now, or or don't announce it at all.
But every year there's challenges, and this year there's challenges. But we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work on it. There is every year, and we work it out. But anyway, I just bring that up because it's hard. So yeah, when you see the Fyre Festival stuff was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
But there was a degree, and I saw, especially for Gus, you get into a cold sweat. I felt it even a little bit, just a little bit, when it's like, oh fuck, the guests show up and that booth isn't set up.
I just felt like
or whatever.
The 2 days before the event, they knew it was gonna be a clusterfuck. There's no way around it. They knew it.
Yeah.
And it's like, how must that have felt? That must have been fucking shitty.
Yeah.
Fucking shitty.
So anyway, some people at home don't know about Fyre Fest. It was all over Twitter. It was that there was a very expensive music festival in the Bahamas that people basically showed up to nothing. They showed up to tents with no electricity
it honestly
and
like
no
refugee
food.
camps.
Yeah.
It really did. And they like promised like, these are like fucking like,
I read about
$10,000 tickets.
Yeah.
They were promised. Fyre Fest was a festival almost in the vein of Coachella, but richer. It was going to be held on its own
Richella.
island in the Bahamas. Yeah, tickets went for up to as much as $10,000. People were promised luxury tents with king-size beds, carpets, a food court with gourmet meals.
Yeah.
They showed up to tents that some tents didn't have anything in them. Some of them were like county fair tents just set up. I read at one point the staff showed up with a bunch of like Amazon boxes and dropped them in a big pile and said, this is all the stuff that should have been in your tents. Just rummage through it and take what you need.
Oh my
And they were
God.
opening up boxes, finding random things like bongos, sleeping bags, lawn chairs, random shit.
Yeah.
None of the tents had locks on them, so people were like, I was afraid to go to sleep at night. And then you were saying that people were texting like, send help.
Yeah.
People are robbing the tents. Don't send security.
because-
I'm pretty sure security is in on it.
Right.
Yeah.
It was an island, so people from all over these like other countries, these poor countries, found out like, oh, there's fucking like rich trust fund kids at this fucking camp, and they have no way getting off. We'll rob them.
Apparently, there was no running water on the island.
Yeah.
So the event promoters tried to build like infrastructure, like
Oh, they did.
a sewage system and like an electrical power system. They were essentially trying to like build a city on a deserted island.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
They didn't fucking do it.
Then all the attendees showed up. Oh, here was the best part. The most fucked up thing I read. It was a cashless event. They gave everybody wristbands and said, "Yeah, upload all your money to the website, and then this wristband will get you everything you need." So when everybody showed up, they thought all they needed was their wristband. The event didn't happen. So trying to get a taxi, trying to get a hotel, trying to get a flight back to America, they didn't have any cash on them. Nice. So Fyre Fest, the news is out there.
The funniest part to me was all the people on social media making lost jokes.
Yeah.
It's never too late for a lost joke to me because, man, they tried to load people on planes to get out and then the manifest didn't match up. There's people not on the manifest and people are posting pictures of, Ethan Rom and like all that stuff. Somebody said, hey, I don't know why people are messing with the tents. This guy told me there's great places to stay on the other side of the island. They're posting pictures of Ben and like, oh, it was so funny.
It looked fucking crazy.
Yeah.
How do you sleep at night knowing that you're about to fuck over all these people? And like, these people are going to be sued for a lot of money.
There's a great article by a guy who was on the staff who bailed. And he said, Fyre Fest was always going to be a disaster.
Okay.
Here's why. And it was all the days leading up to it. He said they basically started, it was the first event and they started getting shit together a month ahead.
Whoa.
And it was like,
what the fuck?
You guys, it was a month ahead and it was like, yeah, what kind of stage are we going to have? I don't know. You haven't secured that? yeah, I don't really know. Wow, like, yeah, that, I mean, every other concert I've worked, they have that locked down like a year ahead. Like, what is this? No, we'll work on it. You know, we'll do this and this. And he said, Ja Rule was a co-founder or whatever, and was like, he said he was on the yacht a bunch of times. That's all I ever saw of him. And and everyone talking about it was just kind of like, yeah, it's gonna be sweet. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. Well, we don't have anything planned. And he kept bringing this up, and then the head dude was finally like, hey, you know what? Let's just do it and be rock stars. You know, what are you gonna do? Okay. What are you gonna do? And so he said, yeah. So what? Nothing happened. So I eventually quit, but they didn't have me ever sign an NDA. As one of the details they overlooked, just like everything else. So I'm telling you the story.
Oh my god.
So, anyway,
I guess the founder, other than Ja Rule, the other guy was you know, like an internet entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He's big into like websites and social media. So the idea was this was going to be a festival fueled by social media.
Yeah.
Which it really turned out to be.
Yeah. Essentially,
the social media coming out of Fyre Fest is the only thing happening.
Yeah.
These fucking horror
go
stories.
on Twitter and just put #FyreFest, FYRE.
You know what? They make
shit.
so many shitty movies about things that are dumb, like Sully. Oh, the guy fucking landed the plane. I know. I watched the news. I want Fyre Fest the movie.
You know what?
This is the movie I want.
Actually, this is happening.
What?
Really?
Already, Seth Rogen came out and said, like, me and the Lonely Island are working together.
All right. That's not what I meant.
That was my opinion on it too. As soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh, great! Another fucking The Interview."
All right. Well, I take my word. I don't want a Seth Rogen movie about it.
The Lonely Island, I'll watch that.
I don't want a Lonely Island movie about it. I want like, you know, like Harmony Korine.
Oh.
You know, or Darren Aronofsky.
Movie about
I want somebody who is going to take this story seriously and present it with a little bit of dryness, and I want the real story. I don't want the fucking comedy version.
Now they're gonna smoke weed and dress up fucking weird, and a cameo by
James Franco,
some weird actor. What? Christopher Walken, you're on this island? I didn't know. I wanted to go to see.
I want Woody Allen to make the Fyre Fest movie, okay? And that's where I'll leave it. I want to see
Woody Allen on an island. That's just the movie I want to see, too. Somebody film that.
Thank you.
Just Woody Allen on an island.
Anyways, yeah. What is, hey, we didn't mention the Twitch thing we wanted to say.
Oh, yeah. If you're watching this on Twitch, hit the Twitch Prime button.
Oh, yeah. You're about to get unsubbed.
They're going to unsub you tomorrow. So you get, if you have Twitch Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime. That's free. So if you have that, just hit the button and you get a free subscription to a channel you like every month. You like our channel the most. Don't lie.
You know it's us.
So hit the button on us, and it kicks us some, but it gets you an amazing assortment of emoticons in the chat. You get the icon next to your name. You get all kinds of great stuff. All kinds of perks. You get no ads on the channel, stuff like that. It's great. So just do that if you haven't done it yet. It takes like 2 clicks. So just do that. Anyway.
Shouts out to people in the chat who are doing impressions of what the Seth Rogen Fyre Fest movie would be. Yeah. And it's basically just all caps. Oh, where's my weed? Oh, I forgot. Oh, there's
just not going to have ambition at all.
There's cum all over this tent. Oh.
Did someone cum on my tent?
You guys are fucking nailing it, and I'm really appreciating it.
Yeah, honestly. So, this chat rules.
You know, it's kind of tit for tat.
Ever since I told the chat to be positive and never be negative, they've been great.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
You guys are entertaining us. We entertain you.
Ona Crow just said sellouts. Is that negative?
No, that's positive.
There's cum in my weed. Nice stink bags. Yes. Who came in my weed?
Who came in my weed? Who smoked my cum?
All right, maybe I am ready for this movie. Okay, I don't want any Seth Rogen movies. I want movies making fun of Seth Rogen movies.
Yeah.
The next level of comedy.
Look, there's gonna be random cameo.
Cum sandwich. What the?
Drink my cum.
Oh, James Franco, don't eat that sandwich.
Don't smoke my cock. I'm jerking off. What if food was penises?
I guess we'll never work with Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen co-wrote Ali G Show and stuff.
Yeah.
He's written funny stuff.
Really funny stuff.
Write more stuff through
He
the
did that
filter.
when he was super young too. He was like 18 right after the LG show. That's
well,
crazy.
when you get older, you're not funny anymore. Case in point.
You look at him joking up with that fake
Us.
hand.
Well, no, I'm pointing to them. Me, good as ever.
Oh, fine.
I've got when it comes to humor, I'm fucking Benjamin Button. I'm just getting funnier until I'm gonna be a baby and then come. All right, we're ready for that's 2 times. When I say come a 3rd time, it appears. Let's do Skype.
Yeah, okay.
It's like Beetlejuice.
I'm hungry.
Oh, boo-hoo. These guys at Fyre Fest didn't have a drop to drink.
Hey,
It had sandwiches with cheese on it.
If I was gonna do the Fyre Fest movie, I would film it like the new Friday the 13th. Seriously, like
Yeah.
horror
It
music.
seemed like a horror movie.
Horror music for the first half hour. Everybody's happy. Everybody's making plans. Oh, I'll see you next week. They're getting on the plane, but the whole movie is just fucking scary music because you know shit's gonna hit the fan.
Hey, Skype, shut the fuck up. You can just click the thing. I'm sure Kevin's doing it. Kevin's on it right now, on it like a hawk. See, Eric just complains about Skype, but Kevin solves it. I'm starting to think the problem isn't Skype and it's Eric. I think Skype has always worked perfect, and it was Eric doing
That sounds
bad stuff.
right.
What?
Eric knows how to put the thing in the window, and I do not. So-
Right click where all the things are.
Yeah, or all the
All the assets on the screen. Right click, and then you can add it, go into like other, and the Skype thing is there. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Skype video.
Yeah. And then you can adjust it from there. Did that do it?
Yep.
There you go.
Perfect.
See, Eric would have said, fuck you, Kevin. He would have said that to your face. He would have said it to your face.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if we said, but Eric's not here tonight because he's a fucking pussy.
Yeah. Guess what? It's true.
Wow.
We tell it like it is.
I would never
We're going to
say
be
that.
honest.
Just kidding. He got sick.
He was not feeling well. Eric, we're going to give a shout
He
out.
had
to him. The bid is over.
He had a tummy ache or
Did
something.
is Garrett sick? Is that what's wrong with him?
We don't know what the hell
No,
happened
yeah,
to
who knows?
Garrett.
He's in fucking space. He's watching Space Bowden right
Garrett's
now.
a space cadet, right?
I do
Right.
find it a little suspicious that Eric is sick, but there was a pay-per-view for wrestling on tonight.
Oh, how convenient. Oh.
No. Eric, every
Just like-
pay-per-view, Eric comes here and illegally streams it.
He has
Right here
it's
from
not
the
even-
web.
Well,
So-
well, we don't. I
He
think
has the
he pays for
WWE
it.
network.
I think
He
he
pays
pays
for it,
Yeah,
yeah.
he pays for it.
Oh, right. Anyways, we get that Skype working?
Garrett got sick. You remember when Garrett got sick? That one time, another event happened.
I do remember that.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, wow. The one time I'm sick, everyone's nudes leak. Anyway, convenient.
Is that going to happen again?
Is there a laptop in my room?
Or is,
Yeah. I
is somebody
guess-
working on a new fappening? What's the latest with that?
I'm getting ready for one.
Hackers.
I've collected some.
Hackers.
They're just me.
Is there a new fappening happen?
Whoa, that's a collection, Rocco.
Should I be aware? Let me know. Hey, hackers, email us.
Email Derek.
No, email Rocco.
Contact him.
Rocco gets all the emails. I don't have the phone.
If anyone in the NSA wants to go to paintball this weekend, details are in my email. I saw that. I didn't write that. No, I saw that once. That was pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
I'm not taking credit for that. All right,
that is funny though.
let's talk to Lucid.
Hello?
Lucid,
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Yo.
how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I had a question for you guys.
Nice.
So, how did you guys start the your whole shirts and like apparel and stuff? Like, how did it start from like going from the Mega64 logo to like the broad scope of like having like all these designs and stuff, and like what's the process between like which designs goes through and which doesn't?
Well, back in the day, yeah, we had the logo and we had the Tetris shirt, and then we'd all try to get designs and like work on them together, and we'd fight a lot about like, yeah, I don't like that shirt, this, and I do like that. Well, I don't like
We
this.
all had-
I do like that, and it's like it was
Yeah.
pretty tense.
We all had different ideas of what's a shirt I like to wear.
Yeah.
Well, I like to wear this one. Well, I don't want to wear that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you know.
So then we had the idea, let's just each design our own shirts, and then everyone else has no say in what your shirt is. It's just your design, and you just release it.
It's kind of
and
the
that's it.
opposite of how we do videos. It's
Right.
not collaborative.
Right, at all. But I think that works in our favor because there's a lot of different styles in our merchandise that
Yeah.
it's not all the same.
Yeah, we actually commit to that. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you guys said, if I show you a design and you're like, man, oh, it'd be so cool if you just did this one thing. I mean, I listen.
You do, but you also have the luxury to not listen if you don't want to.
I might go, hey, you know what? You suck.
Yeah, I believe in this, so fuck you.
But it's made some of the best stuff because, in all honesty, I'm going to specifically say Derek shows me stuff sometimes that I'm like, what? Why would you put? Oh, okay. Can you put that on a shirt? What is that? Like, why don't And then it's a huge hit, or hey, I'll even say there's one in the works that I didn't think that. I didn't think like, oh, how stupid or anything like that. But I was just like, what really? You want to do that? And then I told multiple people about it, and they were like, no way, are you doing that? And it's like, oh, I guess that, but I'm not clued in on that.
You don't know?
I don't know what's hot in some, I might know over here, but not over here. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's just where it went, and it's worked out. So
there you go.
I don't know if there's anything else you think about that.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
Will there be any like type of shirts or like sweaters or type of stuff like that that'll be like embroidered in the future?
Embroidered.
'Cause embroidery is like kind of like getting bigger and bigger now.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Maybe.
But I'm going to say it. We don't chase trends. We start them.
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
So you just said embroider's big? We're already over it.
Oh,
Now, you know what? I'm going to give you a hint what's big, and you don't even know it yet.
What is it?
All I'm going to say, blue.
Drugs.
Oh, drug. Well,
oh man,
Blue
shit.
drugs.
I'm actually going to take it further.
What?
I'm over even drugs. The next big thing, sobriety. Pure commitment to celibacy. So anyway, you're not even ready for that yet. You're not even. And by the time that comes out, that probably won't be the case. It'll be back. So anyway, you don't even know. You're not ready.
Thank you for
gonna
your
hang
call.
I'm not ready, man. You're right. I'm not ready, man.
But get ready. All right. Take
I
care.
will. All right, take care.
Later, Lunez. Cool.
Let's talk to Camille. Oh, it didn't go.
Camille.
It didn't work.
No meal.
Oh, there it is again.
Oh, Camille's back.
Later, Lunez.
Camille.
Camille.
Shit.
We can hear your speakers.
I know. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Camille, what's up?
Hi. Oops. Sorry. Let me make it so you guys can see my cool apartment.
Perfect.
Nice apartment.
Thank
That
you.
apartment is cool. What do you have? A wicker chair?
Yeah. So my parents were like, "Here, you can have the outside patio furniture for your apartment." So yeah, I'm sitting on
Nice. Generous.
outside benches.
Yeah, that can get wet, and that's fine.
Yeah. So if the sprinklers ever go off, but then my cool anime figure collection will get all fucked up.
Is that like, what is that on a rope? It's like snowflakes on a
It's
rope
lights.
or something?
It's lights.
Oh
wait.
yeah, they're lights.
Oh,
Yeah,
those
but
chairs
it's not
can get
winter.
wet.
Yeah, turn those on.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, hold on.
can we do like a cool display?
Yeah, turn those on, and the other light off.
Okay. It's gonna look crazy though.
No, it's look good.
No, it's going to look badass.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Does it look good?
Yeah.
It looks great.
Looks great.
Yeah, it looks
You
perfect.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh no! We have
That
the
looks like shit.
atmosphere.
Oh, well.
But, different folks, different strokes. What's,
Did you ever watch Different Strokes?
No, is it a movie?
Oh, no, it's a bomb-ass TV show.
Okay,
It's got that
I'll need
kid
to
in it.
write it down. so I
Who's in
remember.
it? I don't know who's in it.
Gary Coleman.
Oh, that was the show?
I thought so.
I'm thinking of The Facts of Life.
No, that's not Gary Coleman.
Yeah, no, that's you take the good. That's Miss Garrett.
Camille, did you have a question for us tonight?
Yeah, I have like a few floating around in my head. So if this one's boring, tell me to fuck off. But
I wouldn't say that.
I'm like fascinated with like the business aspect of it. Like did you guys have to get any sort of permits to create the business in Mega64? And like, do you guys have to do any like special taxes for having a business? And like, who runs all the income stuff and how your taxes work? Like, that sounds really stupid.
Oh, that shit's all boring.
Tax information. Yeah,
Let's
get it.
we'll start with my
Sorry,
social.
no.
7-3. No, I'm not gonna.
Hey, straight up, I'll tell you what Sean made last year.
Nothing.
No, not like
He's an
that. Oh,
intern.
no.
No, fuck it. The door's open. I'm doing
Okay, yeah, give me the scoop.
it. The full. I'm gonna
Go
give
ahead.
you every detail.
I don't know how much it made, so go ahead.
Dude.
Do you ever notice that if you ever hear a rich person being interviewed, they never know how much they have or made?
Yeah, that's
bullshit.
called
Right.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, I can tell you, if you are a rich person, you know exactly down to the cent what you made.
Yeah. How much did you get paid for something? I don't even remember.
You know, I don't even know those
I don't
things.
know. Yeah, you don't.
Shut up.
You don't. Are you worth this amount? $10 million? Oh, I don't. I don't even know if it's. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. It's like fuck you. Fuck you.
The only time that I actually heard it and thought maybe, but I still didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Was when Notch said it. I heard Notch, and it was when his game was selling like 500,000 every 5 seconds, and I was like, well, maybe he doesn't know what's coming in. Nah, fuck it, he knows.
He knows.
Anyway, but anyway, no, yeah, all that, yes, got to do all that.
Sorry,
and that
sorry,
stuff
Warren.
is
Okay, I'll reassess. How about what is the worst animatronic you've ever seen? I watched the Navi.
that was a left turn.
Whoa.
Oh, I had an answer for the last
Yeah. Go ahead.
question.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah,
Actually, which was to say, we don't usually get into that stuff because it's really boring.
yeah,
and
or personal. A lot of
it's
it.
boring and personal, and it's kind of not the point of Mega64. We're going to make
Yeah.
you laugh and forget about your problems. But we've done all that kind of business shit. But I feel like so many people try to put the cart before the horse, and we'll start a comedy troupe, and we're going to sign contracts with each other because this is a business. And we never did that. It was always goofing around first and business second. Like,
Yeah.
we did all the proper business stuff kind of when we were forced to. When we came to a point of like, hey, you guys are never going to progress further than you
Unless
are
you
now
do this,
until
yeah.
you sign these papers.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't go to these conventions unless you get this business thing you need to. All right, well, I guess if you're forcing us to,
Yeah.
we will. So
In some ways, having all that stuff lined up can help you, and in others, it actually does hinder you when you're. You know, I honestly think back to how many years we had where we just focused on, you know, just making each other laugh. That made a foundation for everything that we do.
Yeah.
And we still do that. We still don't show up to work and go, all right, what are the figures? All right, tell me about da-da-da-da-da-da. No, we still come in and tell each other funny stuff because we had that base already. That was already what we were doing, you know?
Right.
And all we ended up doing was, okay, this other stuff on top of that.
yeah, we've always I feel we've always been kind of creativity first, business second.
Right. Because we never went into it for business. We went in to make fun videos. And
Yeah.
so that was almost an accident that we had to run our own business.
Yeah.
We weren't ready for that. And we kind of learned on the fly how to do that. So
Some people put business first, and it's really successful for them, and they make hundreds of thousands of dollars. They make a shit ton of money, but their life is a little bit miserable, and they don't enjoy the stuff that they make. And then other people are all creative and never can figure out the business side of it.
And never grow
Yeah.
as a result of that.
So
You can't have too much of one of the other.
We're lucky.
One or the other.
Yeah, we're a nice balance. We've been able to work it out. And I hope that answers a little bit of your question.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, it wasn't a very fun one. I'm always fascinated by
people
stuff.
said it was interesting. So
No, that's
there you go.
fine.
And then what was the
Animatronic thing?
what was the
Yeah, what's
animatronic
the
thing?
worst animatronic you've ever seen?
Worst animatronic I ever saw? Well, I mean, I'm not going to knock the guy because he's a great guy, but I mean, default. I mean, I saw a melted moose head at the creative engineering, the Rockafire explosion place. He had a melted moose head. Now, it's not the worst because he did a bad job.
Right.
I'm sure it was great at one point, but it was half melted and it looked like it looked like a hell spawn.
Ooh.
So I guess I'd pick that just visually, but actual like we're trying to do a good job and suck would be probably shit. Do you guys remember going to Bullwinkle's?
Yeah, Rocky. Just down the street.
There
Not
was
too far away.
a Bullwinkle's restaurant where animatronic Bullwinkle would come out and like sing a song. He's like
I
sitting
went
and
there
playing.
all the time.
Really?
All the
I
time.
went there a couple times. And I loved it.
I loved
it. Yeah, after a while, that Bullwinkle looked like shit.
Oh, it was terrible.
And he was like spazzing out trying to sing a song. He was like, you know.
Whatever happened with that stuff? I wonder.
They took it all down.
I know, but where is it
I
now?
know. There apparently. I just looked into it the other day. For some reason, I thought about it and I was like, "What?" There's like a running one in Oregon, and I think that's
Really?
like
Well,
But I wonder, like, the one that we saw, like, did that get shipped back to some warehouse? Is that someone's garage?
in
that
Oregon.
Bullwinkle thing?
I don't know.
who knows?
A lot of those are destroyed. That's what with the Rockafire explosion. Like all these people try to hunt those down because they were all ripped out.
What a weird thing to have a Rocky and Bullwinkle themed restaurant. That was a really weird choice. And to play those those cartoons on loop, and then every 15 minutes that little show would happen and they would do a song. Fucking weird.
That was probably the IP that they could get.
Yeah.
You know, they probably tried to get, you know, Snoopy. Oh, that's locked up. Well, we'll get, you know, whoever. Oh, we got the
Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yeah, that makes sense. Because as a kid, I never got why they did that, but now that does make sense.
You know, going back to the Rocket Fire explosion, and, you know, that's the reason a lot of the Chuck E. Cheese restaurants have an animatronic band, is because Chuck E. Cheese bought out Showbiz Pizza, which had the Rocket Fire.
Right.
And they bought it out and skinned them all and turned them all into the Chuck E. Cheese make-believe band. And that's why they were there. So
interesting. Dudley Do-Right was there.
Cookie cheese. I'll say
Dudley Do-Right was there?
Yeah.
There was an animatronic?
I thought he was in the background. Was he not?
I thought
he'd come out every now and then.
That's a good question. I don't know. Boris and Natasha were above
They were
them.
above. I thought he would come out from the side. I thought.
Maybe. Now I can't remember that. If you totally made that up, I mean, I'm not saying you did, but if you totally did, that's just creative. Like, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd just be like, that's cool. He came up with that. You know?
Good idea.
Anyway.
There you go.
Well, Camille, I hope that answers your question.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you very much. Take care. Okay. Let's talk to... No, that guy's vulgar. That's a vulgar name.
Anime garbage?
Man.
Okay, Scratchman. Scratchman.
Scratchman begins his call.
Yep. How's it going, guys?
How's it going?
Were you the guy drinking cider last week?
I was.
Okay, just checking.
Cider.
You're a bit of a cider
You
man.
got some cider tonight?
You've cleaned up your act tonight.
Yeah.
Is the fan on?
It is.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you
looks like
guys
Turn
hear
that
it?
off.
Okay.
I want to get clean audio.
Ooh, is that South Park pants?
I
Yeah,
want to
it
get
is.
really clean.
We have South Park pants confirmed.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, now the audio's clean. I want to see you sweat. All right. What's the point of this call?
Actually, there's a few of them. The main one is I wanted to talk with you guys more about documentaries, because I know you guys had a little bitty earlier when you were talking about different documentaries and stuff like that.
All right,
And,
I watch a lot. I don't know about these guys, but
watch
go
my fair
ahead. What's your
share.
question?
Actually, it was funny, Derek. You brought up Jodorowsky. Have you ever seen Jodorowsky's Dune, that documentary?
I kept meaning to watch that. I think I have it, and I have not watched it.
I'm aware of that documentary, but it really doesn't interest me, to be honest. A bunch of people jizzing about a movie that was never made.
Wait,
I just don't know the story of it, so I wanted to see it.
What is it about?
Alejandro Jodorowsky was
guy did Holy Mountain that we
was
talked
going to
about.
make
Right.
Dune, which is a big sci-fi story. David Lynch ended up making Dune instead.
Yes.
He was going to work with like H.R. Geiger and basically put together this super team to make the biggest sci-fi movie ever.
There's incredible artwork.
His movie
about all
was so crazy. It was so, Jodorowsky's so experimental. He lost funding. And that team went off to do all these classic sci-fi movies. So H.R. Geiger went off to do Alien, and I think some other people like went to work with Ridley Scott on Blade Runner, and all of these really iconic movies kind of were born out of this super team he put together for the movie that never was.
I see.
That's what the documentary,
Interesting.
I presume, is about.
Yeah. And he made the documentary too, or is it a documentary about the movie?
I don't know
if
if I think somebody else made it. I could be wrong.
Someone else
but I
made
think
it, yeah.
Isn't Jodorowsky involved in it though? Like he was like cool with it.
He is. Yeah, he was interviewed a
So
lot.
I did want to see that actually. I thought that sounded interesting.
It's a great documentary. That was the big thing that sold me on it, was like the whole like, oh, he got all these people together, they all went off, and they did Alien. He wanted to have Pink Floyd doing the soundtrack, and I'm sitting there like, Dune is my favorite book ever. This would have been fucking incredible. But
you may not recall, but I think about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I was reading a comic book called The In Call, which Jodorowsky went on to make immediately after Dune fell apart. He kind of took all of his science fiction energy that he had been working up to make this movie and poured it into this comic book. So I did read The In Call. I really enjoyed it. I read the first one. Maybe you should check that out if you're interested, if you never heard of it.
I just wrote it down.
Oh, nice.
A lot of the stuff that Giger did, because obviously he designed Alien and all that stuff. A lot of the stuff he did for Dune, again, the artwork was incredible.
Right.
A lot of that did work its way into other stuff. I think there's like a Japanese, this could be out of my ass. I think there's like a Japanese stereo commercial that uses one of the creations. Like there's a Giger, like the domed skull thing, like the skull dome thing moving through the desert or something is in a Japanese commercial or something like that. But they used one of the designs in Prometheus. You could briefly see that the structure that they go into when they go to this alien planet kind of has this skull thing at the top of it. Because I remember being in the theater and you only see it during a scene where there's like a sandstorm, and barely you see it. And I remember I saw it I think 2 times in theaters, and people were like, both times, like, what was that? Like you barely see this like face getting covered up, and it's like, what? It's not clear that's part of the structure. It's kind of weird. Yeah. That was them slipping that in.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway,
it's another.
Go ahead.
Oh,
no, go ahead.
All right. There's another documentary that I saw recently. I know Eric would definitely know about it. It's called Beyond the Mat. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
I saw Beyond the Mat in theaters like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. It's based entirely around wrestling, and it's about like older like 80s and 70s, 60s wrestlers that are like at the they're on like the bare edge of like retirement and stuff, and it's just going through their lives and what they're doing now. And it focuses really heavily on like wrestlers like Terry Funk and Jake the Snake Roberts, and how Jake the Snake Roberts is in like the throes of just like drug addiction, and he doesn't talk to his family, and he's working like literal like like slaughterhouse wrestling matches and stuff like that. And it's really, really, really good. But yeah,
I have not seen that.
No.
Have you seen any American Movie?
American Movie?
Yeah. I'm trying to get Rocco to watch that for like 7 years now.
Yeah.
But
I just never have it. I don't have access
like
to
the best. It's about a guy making a horror movie. And it is it a documentary? Is it fiction? I don't know. I think it's a documentary. It's fucking awesome though. Watch American Movie. It's so entertaining. Rocco, you should watch it too.
Yeah, I want to. I have nowhere to see it.
I'll give you the DVD. I own it.
You have it. Okay.
I own it.
Yeah. And then I guess just one other question is Derek, whatever happened to Mrs. Magician? Because I know you made a few of their music videos through your production company, and then it's like that was like long ass time ago. But like, are they still around at all? Do you know?
They're
like,
pretty big, aren't they?
I don't know what happened to Mrs. Magician.
I've heard about them recently doing something that I thought was like, oh wow, good for them. I thought it was like something like playing Conan or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe that's cool. Honestly, I don't know. The lead singer of Mrs. Magician, Jacob Turnbloom, I think went to middle school with Rocco. Right? Something like that.
I think so.
He used to work at the Starbucks across the street here.
Yeah, he recognized us that one time. He came out and said hi.
Yeah. He quit working at Starbucks, so I can only assume Mrs. Magician is huge. But
I think they're pretty big. I think so.
Perhaps. But I can't, I don't follow Mrs. Magician. They're cool. They're a local San Diego band, but Mega64 is what I know and follow. I couldn't tell you. Fear. Yeah. Yes.
I just asked because it's like I listen to the 2 songs that you made the music videos for, and I show them to like a lot of people that I know, and everyone that I show it to, they're like, "This is good. Like this is great." And
yeah,
like,
they're a great
like,
local band. Check them out. I mean, Google search them, man. I bet they have a Bandcamp, and I'm sure they have Facebook and a bunch of merchandise available. To be honest, what I can say about Mrs. Magician is I believe that they broke up and then reunited. And so I'm not sure kind of what the status is with them currently. They're one of those kinds of groups,
Yeah.
According to Google, the status is, according to Google, the status is they broke up. And I'm like, fuck, bummer. Whatever.
Well, so you already knew what happened.
Well, you know what? Hey, search for, I'll give you some tips if you can't get your Mrs. Magician fix. Jacob Turnbloom is the name of the lead singer of Mrs. Magician. I believe he has some solo stuff that he's put out online, which kind of sounds similar to Mrs. Magician. And then there's another guy in the band, Corey. You're friends with Corey.
Yeah, I know Corey.
He's in a couple of bands. He's in another band right now called Hideout, which I did another music video for. And they have a new album coming out. So yeah, I'm not sure what Mrs. Magician is doing, but I know that those musicians are...
Didn't Corey drum for Cults for a while? Maybe still does?
He did, yeah. He's in all kinds of bands. those musicians are still out and about doing stuff. So check out those 2 bands I mentioned, and I think you'll be happy.
Sweet. Cool.
Well, thanks for your call, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Watch.
You turn the fan back on, please. Okay, just want to make sure he gets that back on. Okay, I saw it.
All right, I'm gonna go soon, so if you want to do one more call,
No, you're staying.
I usually say I'm gonna go. You always say one more call, so I thought I'd tell you I'll do one more call. Ah.
Rustam.
Oh, hello.
How do you say the name? Rustam?
Hello.
How do you say the name? Rustam?
Rustam?
Yeah, if you want to say it super proper, it's Rustam.
Rustam.
That's the way I want to say it.
That's what I'm saying.
Rustam. Don't call me Rocco.
Rocco, buddy.
Hey, that's how you do it.
Yeah, you guys are communicating now.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Now we're talking.
All right, Rustam.
You look like you're in a Chris Cunningham music video.
What's up? What's up with that?
Hey, I might start singing. No, you won't like that. But I guess I had a question. I'm not much into entertainment except for games and stuff like that. So I can't I'm just digging my brain when it comes to that. But I can ask a sort of a personal question.
Yeah.
What was something you did, and every time you remember it, you hate yourself for it? Like something you did to someone else.
I think we talked about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, regrets.
I have a few.
Yeah, regrets, I guess.
Things you feel bad about for doing to other people.
I shared one a long time ago, but I don't want to even tell it again.
Oh fuck!
So I have to think of another one.
Okay.
Because then I feel bad again.
I used to call this girl manure in high school, and
that's a good one.
Here's the thing.
Oh, yeah,
here's the
that's a real
thing.
good one.
I did that because I was watching The Simpsons a lot, and there's a part where Homer goes, "Hey Flanders, you smell like manure." Stupid joke, and that was it. So I said it to everyone that day. I just happened to say it to everyone I saw, and that girl kept getting offended. Stop that! I do not. So then I said to her again, "Stop, Sean! Stop that! I do not!" It's like, well, now I'm just gonna call you manure forever because you got so upset. So that's why I did it. I mean, I did it for like 4 straight years. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I feel bad about that.
I had one like that too, where I thought the funniest thing I'd ever seen was Saturday Night Live did that sketch on colon blow.
Yeah.
That made me laugh so hard. And there's this girl who always unpacked her lunch from home. And on a whim, one time I asked her, I was like, "Hey, what'd you bring for lunch today? Colon blow?" "Oh, what?" And I did that, like every day. "Hey, what do you got? Oh, you got a sandwich? Hey, what do you got on the side there? Colon blow?" "No! Ew!" But I don't really feel that bad. It was just stupid, It was just like, I guess I feel bad, but
yeah.
I have something like that too, but I don't. It's not a regret, but it's something I would always ask the girls, like, "Are those new pants?" And I would also just keep going with that. And it was always funny to me.
Well, where would you go with it? Like, you got are those new pants? No, and then you take off. Or what?
But then sometimes it would just I would ask, "Are those new pants?" And yeah, oh nice. And that's it. And I would keep doing it, and still I do it.
Yeah.
But that's not something I regret. It's just something funny, and it was
You
never
know what?
funny.
I think I've come to the age where I've let go of all my regrets. There were things in the past, and maybe I've just blocked them all out. But I used to be like, "Oh, it's so embarrassed I did that." But now I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
No regrets?
Nothing comes to mind, honestly.
Yeah. There's things. If I could go back and change some things that I did, I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Oh,
especially
yeah.
in high school. But you know what? You're a fucking kid. You think you're older, but you're not. You just don't know what you're doing.
You know
Absolutely.
what? I'm worse now than I was in high school.
Really?
I was so quiet and shy in high school. I didn't fuck with anybody.
Yeah.
Unless they really deserved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I never did anything mean.
You guys were nice in high school
I was
too.
just
was nice
weird.
in high school.
I was just weird to, I don't know.
I never wanted to be mean. I was, kind of unpopular. Not unpopular, but not popular. Just middle of the road high school student.
There are just things that, like, for the first time in my life, like, girls were liking me, and I didn't know how to handle that, and I don't think I handled it the right way.
And I have memories like that too, but now I don't regret them because I just feel like, well, I didn't know any better. I'm sure those people are way over it now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. But there are things that I was thinking back. Fuck, I shouldn't have done that. But whatever. What can you do?
Yeah,
I
in high
did
school,
it.
I was pretty unpopular, I would say. Very known, but just unpopular. And no, girls didn't like me, and it was whatever. I didn't care at the time. But I guess it's only fair I tell like my regret story is it was in high school, and it was like the first, not the first day, but it was a moment where all the kids would have to go outside. Everyone was just outside. No one was inside, and I was just standing there, and I remember seeing a little girl, and one of my friends at the time, he was much shorter than average, noticeably so, and like that, I never never bullied him for that or whatever. None of us did, and just for some reason, I saw a girl, and she was also pretty small, and I still feel terrible for this, and I whispered to like my other friend, I was like, "Hey, is that so and so's girlfriend?" Like the short guys,
right?
You know, and his response, especially, cut deep, and also just realizing what I said, it was pretty shitty because it was also behind his back. Like he still doesn't know that I said that, and I like to think I'll one day tell him.
Well, you know, hearing that story with fresh ears, I think that sounds like no big deal at all, and I think that you should let that go because of all the things. If that's the worst thing you've done, then you are doing fine.
You know, that did remind me though of a moment that does make me what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
The moment that makes me cringe so hard thinking about it, but I didn't do.
Did I do it?
But no, none of us. We're all off the hook. We were at the Spike TV Video Game Awards, and Mariel came with us.
Yeah.
And I remember a guy. You know, the thing with those awards, it was cool. Like, oh, they invited us, and all these other game industry people are there. That's cool. But then they would like fill the seats with other just like
nobody's,
like random people, like just who are on the street outside.
Yeah.
And so you'd get some strange characters, and this kid ran up and was like, "Hey, you guys are Mega64." It was like, "Oh yeah, hey, good to see you." I was like, "Hey, good to see you too." Oh, cool. And he just looks. This guy in a fucking Sonic shirt. He looks at Mariel and goes, "So," and there's like a pause. And he goes, like he's trying to figure out what to say to her. And he goes, "So, you just like the girlfriend or what?" Nope. Just artist. Okay. All right. And he walked away. It was the most like, oh, fuck. It was just so awkward.
What do you do there?
But you know, things were different back then.
You know what?
You wouldn't say that to someone at an industry event now.
You just made me realize something. This guy's asking, do you have any Shudder memories where you think about something you did or said and you're like, why the fuck did I do that? No, not really. But I must be the cause of hundreds of Shudder memories for other people because we're always in situations like that. And I feel like we're the type of person who won't let that slide. Where a regular person would be like, make it cool, make it not, oh, no, don't, joking. This is my good friend. Yeah. We will just sit there quietly, just, no.
Yeah, we'll end that shit.
And that person I know for the rest of their life was, why the fuck you say that when I met Mega64?
Yeah.
I remember one time we were in an airport. We saw a guy having a meltdown.
Oh, fuck.
And then we were at a convention, and we went to the same convention a year later, and he came up and he recognized that guy. He was like,
I saw him at PAX East.
Yeah, and he was like, I recognized you in the airport, and I know you saw me having a meltdown.
He was in the middle, not just a meltdown. Security and the police were around him, and he was like screaming and freaking out. I was like, whoa, what the fuck's happened with that guy? Then the next year at PAX, he's like, hey, you don't remember me probably, but I was in the airport having a meltdown with the police. I'm like, I remember that. He's like, that was the worst moment of my life. I was fucked over in 1,000 different ways, and that was just the tip of the iceberg. And then I look over and see you guys looking and laughing at me, and it couldn't have made that situation any worse.
So I know
unfortunate. That guy was super cool.
Super cool, and like he was in a
guy.
bad spot. We've all been in bad spots. He happened to be in the worst spot of his life, and then he saw the four of us.
He was recognized by us.
I didn't know who he was. I didn't know he would know us.
Yeah,
I just saw a guy in an airport having a meltdown. How could I not look at that?
No, and he seriously said like, I love the four of you so much, and then to see that is like, fuck.
And it all goes up because I mean I've had shit situations at an airport before, and if I looked and Weird Al was watching me, I'd be like, God, no, what? Don't look, stop, fuck. Let me talk to you later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways,
So-
well, thank you for your call.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Catch you later,
Good show.
Bustam.
Okay,
Great
I am
call.
gonna go. That was good.
Let's do a grand finale.
Okay,
A
okay,
grand
okay.
finale call. We're gonna go out big. We're gonna go out bold. Let's do. What do you think? What do you guys think? Oh, Eduardo. I kind of like that name. Eduardo. Eduardo.
Hey. What's up, you guys?
Eduardo. Eduardo.
Why
How
are
you
you
guys
doing
doing?
an accent? He doesn't have one.
Because that's how you say that name.
Is that how you say your name?
Eduardo.
Is he saying that right?
Yeah, he's saying that right.
Servin.
Is what he's doing offensive?
Eduardo.
Is that offensive? Or is that cool?
Oh, why would it be offensive?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm
I
asking
asked
you.
you.
It's
Offensive
not
or
even
cool?
gonna be
Now it's back
offensive.
on you.
Is the fact that he rolls his R's, is that offensive?
No, he's making fun of his
he's
name, it sounds like. Is that what you're doing, Rocco?
Practicing his art.
No, I'm trying to say it the nice way.
Is that
the
the
other
nice
guy,
way?
The other guy was Rustan.
Hey,
I
what's
just asked
all
Eduardo.
right, hey, all right. You get
No,
it.
I'm getting fucking mad.
Eduardo, what's that a map of on your wall?
Is that Narnia or some shit?
It's map Skyrim.
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 Oh, wow.
Hell yeah.
The map of Skyrim's on the wall.
So is that Tamriel?
Are you
Or-
like?
Have you played it?
Do you like pretend you're gonna visit it someday, and plot out like
no.
where you're gonna
By
go?
studying.
Or
Be over there, and then I used to get lost. So
Oh.
when you die? Sorry, going dark. When you die, where will you like? Do you think you'll go to that? Will you be in Skyrim? Like, is that
Tamriel?
where? If you, some people say that when you die, you end up in like the one thing that place you want to be, and
Oh,
you
wow.
haunt, and you haunt that.
Yeah.
You know, is that where you would be, or would you be somewhere else? Where would you be?
when I die, I don't know what's gonna happen. Here,
But let's say if I'm
actually-
right.
hold on,
Legitimate
wait,
research.
hold on a
Wait.
second. I want to make clear what the question is. Rocco's saying some people believe when you die, you get to pick where you most want to be.
You haunt. Where do you haunt?
and you can haunt that place.
Yeah.
And I would like you to answer.
No,
and I
but
want to
it's
know
where you want to exist.
I want to
forever.
know your answer too. After
It's like
Eduardo.
in The Shining. You know, the guy he ends up haunting the house forever. That's where he
Right.
goes.
Right.
Because that's where he ends up. That's
So
where
where
he
would
ends
you
up.
go,
Where
Eduardo?
will you go?
Where will you
Ghost in the
haunt?
Show universe.
Anywhere.
Ghost in the Show universe.
Anytime, any place.
What was the answer?
The Ghost in the Shell universe.
Ghost in the Shell universe.
Oh.
So if
Okay.
I watch Ghost in the Shell anime somewhere, your spirit will reside.
Yeah.
Can I guess yours? I mean, I think it's easy.
What?
Disney. Disneyland.
I can go to Disneyland right now. I don't
Yeah.
want to
You don't think you want to haunt that?
No, this guy's going to the girls' locker room in some Tokyo gym.
What the fuck? No, I did. That was no.
Oh.
Well, where are you going?
Hey, my answer was 60s Disneyland. Like, you go anytime, any place.
Yeah.
My soul will be there. You'll see me in the background of old photos, like I was always there. That's where I'll be. Or the World's Fair at that time in the 1964.
I don't think you know how ghosts work.
Yeah,
You
you-
don't die and travel
How
through
could you die in
time.
time?
When you die, because when you die, there is no time. Time is a construct we set up. When you die, it's the quantum theory of spirits. You guys don't even
You're
read
so
about this
full
stuff.
of shit. This room
Hey.
stinks. You haunt a place that you visited in life that you have a strong
But
personal connection to.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
you
but
can
I'm
get
saying,
hurt.
where would you want to? I'm not saying, where are you destined to
I don't
die
think-
at? Where would you want to spend eternity? Anywhere, time, and place. That's where I'm going. So that's what where will I actually end up? Probably in
Hell.
this shitty place.
Hell.
Yeah, probably hell. Honestly, probably hell. I deserve it. But
Dude, I know
but that's where I would
I know
want
where
to
I'm
be.
going.
60s
Where?
Disney.
Easy.
Where?
And it's not fucking impractical 60s Disney.
Yeah.
What are you even gonna do? This guy doesn't even know what he would do at 60s Disneyland.
I do.
He's never
Haunt
been there.
the
Never been there.
fucking teacups.
I'd be there
Because
for.
he got
You
no
can see
idea
his
what's
dad
there.
As a kid,
Yeah,
there.
I'd see
This guy
everything.
would haunt a place he's never been to. What's he gonna do? Bump into walls and shit?
Yeah.
He's gonna be so lost there.
so lost.
I would
No,
haunt a place
I
I
know where
know
I'd be.
like the back of my hand.
Oh yeah, because I don't know Disneyland like the back of my hand.
60s Disneyland?
It really wasn't that different.
Yeah.
You don't know because
It's
you've
laid
never
out the
been there.
same.
You've never-
Oh, I watch a
Hey,
lot
Derek?
of YouTube videos. It's laid out
Derek,
the same.
I actually know where everything
You've
is.
never. Oh shit! Fuck off! You're actually pissing me
I have
off
a book.
now.
I have a book of
He's got
maps.
the book.
This was,
He's got the book.
This was like a joke, but
you
now
told
I'm
me-
actually getting
You
mad.
told me, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Derek, I have a map of every. I have books
Ooh,
of maps.
you have it on your wall?
Oh, the
Do
fucking
you have it on your wall?
cartographer of
Yeah.
Disneyland. Lord Disney could plot a course through any
Yeah.
era of the park. No,
Yeah,
I'll
Rocco.
tell you where I'd go.
You beat the thousandth ghost. The thousand.
Yes, go ahead, Derek.
Can't say that word. I can't say it.
If he knew anything, he'd tell you it wasn't even built back then. But this guy's so full of shit.
Well, the house actually
he
was there.
He sits here silently.
Well, it was there. It wasn't. The ride wasn't open yet. The house was there since '62.
Yeah, I saw the Disney Channel behind the scenes movie as well, buddy.
Yeah.
Parkway Plaza, ladies and gentlemen. Got a Hot Topic, got a baller food court. I'm laughing because you guys are laughing. But seriously, I can catch a movie. Yeah. There's a C's
None
candy.
Of those things are at Disney.
There's a Jamba Juice. There's not a Jamba Juice at Disneyland. And definitely definitely not in the 60s.
Ghost Me is going to be pissed.
Oh, so he can go to downtown Disney? Why not just haunt all of Anaheim?
No, he's fucked up.
I'm going. No surprise here. I'm going to Yosemite.
Listen, I catch a movie. You may catch me haunting the movie theater when the new Star Wars comes out. You may catch me haunting the Walmart located in back when I need to buy a PS4 game for the afterlife. Hey, if I need a ghost lava lamp or lube, I'll go to Spencer Gifts in Parkway Plaza. There's an FYE there. I can haunt all the people buying TV shows on DVD. Parkway Plaza would be so fun for me and so fucking spooky.
For eternity.
For the rest of the time. Plus, I'm pretty sure it's not haunted right now. I'd be the only ghost there.
One.
Full real estate to myself.
Yeah.
There's a Rubia's there. There used to be an Orange Julius. I could hang out with the ghost of my favorite drink.
At Disneyland in the 60s, a lot of people died on either drowning in the moat or on like the donkey ride. They got like thrown off. So actually, I have people to hang out with.
Do you think about dying ever? I don't think about it or really care, personally.
No, I think about it.
I don't think about it.
I know
people in my life who think about it constantly. It's almost like a problem.
No, not constantly. But I like to entertain. I think it's an entertaining. I look at it as an entertaining thought, not a like stressing thought. You know what I mean? I look at it like, what about this? I like debating that stuff.
Sure.
But not obsessing.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, oh no, I can't. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. Hey, listen, when I die, you guys have so many videos to watch over and over and over. It's like I never left.
Always there.
You can watch. I expect when I die, everyone out there to watch my personal channel front to back. It's like I never left.
Wow.
And you'll be like, I'm glad this guy.
Delete.
Jesus Christ. You'll be at video 10. You'll be at Condom Comebacks number 4 by the time you go, all right.
Those are great.
All right, this guy's ready.
And
I'm ready to be done with this guy.
Yeah. Well.
It's hard. Seriously, I still see stuff.
Eduardo was going to say something.
Oh, Eduardo, yeah.
Yeah, so I actually called in for a question.
He had a question.
Yeah,
that's right. Sorry.
Well, we're doing like a crazy finale here, so do like an awesome final question.
That's easy. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Here it is. I hope everybody has a great night and you all do well tonight.
Thank you. Wow. What's your question?
My question is, have you ever been excited for something and it turns out to be shit?
Never.
Nope.
No. Every time I'm excited for something, I know it's going to be good, and it's great.
Because recently you guys have been talking about having low expectations for things.
Yeah.
Like Mazes and Monsters, Power Rangers, both Sean said Uncharted, and they turned out to be all right. But you guys never really talked. You guys were really looking to the new Final Fantasy.
So, yeah, I mean, that's one. They actually got me sold. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that because Final Fantasy's had such a tumultuous past lately that when 15 came, I was excited, but at the same time, still keeping my expectation. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you can do both. Like, I'm excited. It's probably going to be a piece of shit, but I'm excited, and I didn't like it. But I wasn't like, what a letdown, because I kind of feared. But I'm trying to think of one where it was like, oh man, what a letdown.
No Man's Sky, I was really excited for.
Yeah, you were excited about
it. Was a massive letdown, but everybody was on the same page with me.
I had no expectations for it. I thought it looked ambitious. Yeah, it was a letdown what we got. I played it for one day and was like, oh, that was fun looking around. I never turned it back on. I'm trying to think of something that I was like way hyped on, and it was such a man, I can't think of any. Shit. Honestly, the only things I could think of are like TV things. Because I remember, I mean, I was so into Lost, and there were times it came back like from a break.
Yeah.
And I'd be so dude, last episode they found a hatch in the ground. Holy shit, I'm so hyped on, an episode like I don't really get that way with movies, but I would get that way with Lost. And then like when it came back and it's about Kate trying to find a toy plane, it was like specifically that episode. I remember you and me were like, we felt like we've been shot.
Yeah,
it was like, fuck, that was the worst. Like I got robbed. Fuck. That's the only thing I can think of. I keep things pretty nominal. I didn't when I was a kid, but I can't remember.
Yeah, when I was
stuff.
younger, obviously the fucking Star Wars prequels, but I'm older now, and
as a kid, the things that I remember the first things I can remember, it was like, whoa, as a kid, you're excited about everything,
right?
You see every movie and you love it, but I remember the thing I was actually disappointed in was when the Goosebumps show came out, the Goosebumps TV show that aired, and it was like, oh man, that sucked like that. And I think I was that way about James and the Giant Peach, the movie.
Well, that movie sucked.
I was kind of like, that was one of the first things where I objectively went like, whoa, man,
I remember really looking forward to Spider-Man 3 because I really liked Spider-Man 2.
You know what? Yeah, 2 was great. I'll agree on that one.
And then Venom was going to be in it. I was very excited about that.
I was hyped on that. I agree.
And then it was dog shit.
Terrible.
And I remember walking out, and one of your coworkers from the time came out and said, I think that was just as bad, because X-Men 3 was terrible. Right. And he walked out, and everyone's like, yeah, that was cool. Hey, that was cool. That happens. As soon as you walk out of a big movie, everyone's saying it's cool. Right. And it's like it doesn't set in.
Right.
And we all walked out, and that guy, the guy who was not invited that one time,
I remember
at a party, I think it was actually just as bad as X-Men 3. Maybe worse. What? Dude, what are you talking? Dude, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Yeah, that was like really not good. That was a lot of shit thrown in one movie. And like the emo Spider-Man thing was like not funny. And I don't know why they kept doing that. And Venom wouldn't stop taking his fucking mask off to say stupid shit. And he went off. And it was like, ew, shut up, dude. We're all like hyped on that. And then it's like you go home and go to bed. And it's like, yeah, I didn't disagree with anything you said. Yeah. And then you wake up the next day. Yeah, that was fucking terrible. But he saw it immediately. So I remember I was on that page for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Eduardo, I hope that answers it for you.
Eduardo, what's a cool note to end on? You did this positive thing a minute ago. We don't want that. Do something crazy. Finale.
Do something crazy.
Go nuts. What's behind the curtains, maybe, or something?
Oh, that's my neighbors.
Your neighbors?
Yeah, that's not dating. Jesus.
Do like a cool trick.
He said,
what? Dude, he's talking with no sound.
Yeah, I don't got any.
All right, wait. Let's flip it on its head, Eduardo. Do the lamest thing possible.
Yeah,
right
do
now.
something so lame.
Just do something awful.
This could be it.
Do something so just lame.
Oh, you got picker.
Ew, what?
You got picker. Okay.
Ew. That's not cool, dude.
That's deep. He's going deep in there.
Can we? Hey, I don't mean to influence your act. Can you throw in some fart noises?
Yeah, there's like one good one.
Yeah, do some good ones, and then we'll wrap it up.
Don't. No!
Oh, no!
Well.
Shit, man. It's crazy.
You did it.
Why did you do that? That was so lame.
Good night.
All right, I guess I'll take...
Just got crazy.